Well, I'm sure you'll all agree that the method feeder is a devastating method in today's match fishing. We're using it on natural venues as well now, as well as commercials. And you know, whilst we're looking for an edge in our fishing, it's quite often a necessity to make changes throughout a session. Sometimes that can be changing the weight of the feeder, the size of the feeder, or sometimes the style of the feeder. With our new interchangeable system, we've got a system here where we can actually change our feeders without actually having to change our rig and everything. It's a really versatile way of fishing. Typical example is a lot of the time we're fishing with an open style feeder like this one, where sometimes you're only feeding a little bit of bait, sometimes you're almost starving fish onto the hook, or you're fishing to features where you don't need to feed as much bait. It's a fantastic method on its day. With this interchangeable system, it means that you can actually change that feeder to this style method feeder, where you know sometimes you might want to feed more bait or you want to present the bait in a slightly different way. This system just means that you can quickly, easily change from feeder to feeder. They come in different sizes and different weights as well, because sometimes obviously the conditions might change. You might need to step up the weight of the feeder, and sometimes you might want to scale back on the feed or increase the feed. With this system, it means that everything is completely interchangeable, and it's also interchangeable with inline bombs as well. So if, for example, you're faced with a venue that you want to have a cast around with a bomb, for example, you can put the inline lead on, have a cast around with the bomb, which is what we've got to do in today's match fishing. You know, you can do that, it doesn't go against any rules. And then when you're happy with where you're going to fish, you can just simply slide that inline bomb off and just put your feeder onto the same rig, so you haven't had to change anything, and it's clipped up at exactly the same range. It's a fantastic, versatile system. Well, at the moment I'm fishing with an open style feeder, so what I'll do is I'll quickly show you how I can quickly and easily change this to a method feeder. Okay, so all we do is just slide the tail rubber off at the top, slide that up the line out of the way, then you can slide the actual weight and the feeder off there so the stem is still on your line. That comes away through the slot, and then all we can do then is just feed your line into the slot, back down the centre of the feeder onto the stem, and then put the tail rubber back on. That literally took seconds.